Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and I'm joined by the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, and Lisa. Hi.
Hey,
everybody. Hey. And
Thank
today we are joined by Brittany Rothemeier from the Fayette Alliance. Welcome, Brittany.
Thank you so much for having me. Such a pleasure.
Yeah, we are glad to have you here. You are a top of the show guest, which is like never happened. But you are the talk of the town today. We like to be in every show with Talk of the Town, and she's here to talk about the urban service boundary. Now, on our show, we have a lot of fun, but we get very serious about giving you all viewpoints. So we've had people on the show who have talked about the pros of expanding the urban service boundary. Brittany is here to give another viewpoint in today's Talk of the Town. So first of all, tell us a little bit about who you're representing, the Fayette Alliance.
Sure. Well, thanks again for having me. The Fayette Alliance is a nonprofit that's dedicated to smart, equitable, and sustainable growth here in Lexington and Fayette County, and we do that work through advocacy, education, and research. We advocate at City Hall, we educate our community through free programming, and we fund independent research studies to guide smart growth here in Fayette County.
Wow. All right. So tell us a little bit more about your mission, who you reach, who your target audience is.
Sure, absolutely. So we were founded in 2006 with the idea that we hope that all community members can be at the table when we talk about growth and development. And our vision really is that there is such a connection between the farmland and the landscape that surrounds this community and our vibrant city. And so in our view, those two things working together is how Lexington can continue to be successful.
Okay, so about this urban service boundary. So what is the Fayette Alliance's view on the urban service boundary being expanded in light of the Fayette Alliance's views and mission?
Absolutely. So this week that decision is up for a vote, of course, and our position really is that there should be a process, a data-driven and objective process to evaluate when, where, how much the urban services boundary should be expanded in the future.
Okay.
So there are folks on the other side of it that say there's plenty of data, they've been at it a long time, it's been like 20 years, let's do it already. And they say that it'll bring down housing costs potentially, and that it may help with traffic. So how do you balance that with the considerations that you all have as well?
That's a great question, and there's so many, I think, pieces of this discussion. Fayette Alliance is certainly aware that housing prices are through the roof. We're displacing people in our community. People are struggling to find both affordable housing, and frankly, housing affordability is suffering as a result. So the question is all about solutions, and what does research show about what those solutions should be? The Lexington Board of Realtors actually commissioned a study from the University of Kentucky economists to ask this exact question: will expansion make housing more affordable? And what they found, and this is where our position comes from, being based in research, the University of Kentucky economists found that expansion of the urban services boundary would not make housing prices more affordable, would not, in the long term, impact the cost of housing. And as a result, I think we really have to reevaluate what the expansion of the urban services boundary is going to do for this community. That same study also found that expansion of the urban services boundary would not be a benefit to the community because of the expansion of the cost of services, police, fire, education, roads, sewer. All of these are such an expense to the community that all of these factors have to be considered, which is why we're requesting and continue to call for and point to research to call for a process to guide our growth decisions.
Well, Brittany, thank you so much for being on. Like we said, we wanted to have both sides of this argument be laid out, so we really appreciate you coming on. And everybody, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, some men are leaving America completely to find more traditional women to date and marry. Let's talk about it.